Hello everyone. I thought I would introduce you to my fiddle. I play this fiddle to so many people and I don't often tell where it comes from or the history of it, so I thought I would do that. This fiddle is made by a man on the west coast of Scotland called Alan Bevitt, and I was looking for a fiddle to buy, and my friend Claire Campbell, who used to live in Inverness, she was a fiddle tutor in Ullapool, and she came home one day and said, I have found the best fiddle I've ever heard. And she'd been trying this out. One of her pupils was playing the fiddle, and it was made by this man Alan Bevitt. So I contacted Alan and eventually I got to buy this fiddle of him. It's made in 2004, so it was a brand new fiddle when I bought it, and it's been my best investment ever and my best friend. I socialise with him every day. So Alan Bevitt, he lives in the remote village of Scorrig, which is just outside Ullapool on the west coast, and to get to Scorrig you have to either go on a boat or you have to walk across the hills. It's an amazing place. So I'm very happy with this fiddle, and with it I play a Morisot bow, and it's a French bow, and I bought this in Stockholm a few years ago. I've had a couple of people asking me what do I use to amplify my fiddle, and I thought I would talk a little bit about that because it's such a jungle when you try and figure out how to amplify your fiddle. It's really just a whole science, a whole world of different options. But I did a little bit of research and I found that Alison Krauss and Natalie from the Dixie Chicks use the LR Bags fiddle pickup. So I thought if it's good enough for them, it will be good enough for me. So that's what I bought. I ordered it on the internet. So what you get when you order the LR Bags fiddle pickup is, first of all, this thing here, this contraption which sticks to the fiddle, and then you get this long lead which goes into a special bridge. So you have to actually take your bridge off, the one you usually use, and you have to get this one fitted on instead. So I had somebody do that for me, fit this on and then add this. So when you've done that, you also need this one. You need this to go with your pickup, and this is called the Para Acoustic DI preamp, and this can also be used for guitars, I think, but I use it for the fiddle. So I just connect it from here into the preamp, and it makes it a much nicer sound when you have this preamp. I wouldn't use this pickup without the preamp. I think it was about £250 on the internet when I bought these two things, maybe 5 years ago or so. And some people say that this contraption can mute the fiddle, and a lot of people are against these things, I think, but I've actually found that my shoulder rest mutes the fiddle a lot more than this pickup does. So I'm not very worried about it muting the fiddle. I'm more worried about my shoulder rest for my fiddle anyway. So that hasn't been a problem for me. One thing that I've noticed is when you play on your own with a pickup plugged in, you kind of get a clicking sound when you, at every change of the bow, you get a clicking sound. But if you're playing with somebody else, you can hear that. And since I play with John all the time with a guitar or with bands and stuff, then you can actually hear the click. So it's completely fine. And this pickup is great. You can just turn the volume up really loud, and it just allows you to be heard on top of lots of other things, all the other instruments and that. And it's really good for that. And you don't get any feedback, and it's such a relief to not get any feedback when you need to be loud. Because before I bought this, I had a fiddle microphone, and the microphone I have is from AccuSound in England, and it looks like this. And basically, if you try and use this with a band in a loud environment, it just feeds back all the time. Just terrible, and it's just so annoying and embarrassing and just irritating. So I wouldn't use this with a band, but me and John, we've just done a gig in a church just now down here where we live in Sälen, and I used a fiddle mic for that because you get a much more authentic sound, I suppose, a more authentic, warmer fiddle sound. So in a quiet environment, and a concert, that kind of thing, then this is a good option. So the AccuSound fiddle mic, it connects to the fiddle. See if I can show you. It connects onto the fiddle with this thing. So you just snap it in like that, and it's on, and it's really good. And it also needs to go into a battery pack like this. So you kind of have to remember to recharge your rechargeable batteries and that kind of thing, but that's basically the things you need. And this holder actually comes off really easily as well. It's just a velcro, or well, kind of rubber band that you pull off. So this one is good for quiet environments. I bought this fiddle mic a long time ago, maybe 15 years ago from Sound, and it was about, I think it was about 250, 300 pounds, maybe 250, that long ago. So this is an old version. I'm sure they have more modern, new versions are probably better than the one I have, but I haven't invested in a new one yet. So what I'll do is I'll put the website addresses for Sound and for LR Bags in connection with this video, and you'll be able to just check them out yourself and see how much they are now and what the newer models are. So anyway, that's what I use for my fiddle, and yeah, I hope that was useful. Just some tips about how to amplify your fiddle. See ya!